So today will be my first review for the new year, and why not start with a new author's debut novel, which is The Grim Reaper's Lawyer by Mea Monique. This came out, I think, December 28th, I believe. I will have to double check, but this is her newest release. This is book 1 in the Life After Death series. The Grim Reaper's Lawyer is a paranormal romance between Joyce, who is a lawyer, and the Grim Reaper, who is our second main character. His name is Aiden Kim. This is also a Black woman, Asian man romance. Now, the first couple words I'm going to be mentioning about this book is going to be non-spoilers. And then when I say spoilers, that means if you do plan to read this book, whether paperback, hardcover, or on your KU, I suggest you leave. Or if you like someone like me who memory is not really that good, you can watch a whole video with spoilers and won't remember it, then you can stay. So, also, what really got me excited about the book, because she was posting excerpts, marketing her book, Also, she is an indie author, so we gotta support our indie authors, especially with the HarperCollins strike going on right now. It's also a great chance to go through indie authors because they self-publish, so you don't have to worry about stepping over the lines. But what really got me was the excerpts and then the dedication. I really like a good dedication. So at first, when you open the book, you have a playlist. I know some people like to either listen to their own music or listen to the playlist that the author supplies. And then the dedication, which I highlighted, it says, "For those who feel that you must water yourself down for others, let them choke." And I really like this quote because I had finished this book, Love Always by Aiden Monique. And a quote in this book that I really liked about it too was, "Your value doesn't decrease based on someone's ability to see your worth." And I love these quotes because, why do I have to down myself for you to be good? Like, I'm not gonna down myself. I'm not gonna down myself for you. And I'm just not. I also like when authors, yes, I do think it is also the reader's responsibility to look up the trigger warnings. I really like when an author includes it. Whether it's graphic or not, you're at least giving your readers the ability to say, hey, if I can't handle this, that's fine. But at least I know the trigger warning is there. You don't know everybody's trigger warning. You don't know everybody's trigger. So basic thing is to include it in the book. So content warnings. This book contains explicit language, descriptions of sexual content, reference to a criminal case about sexual assault and death. So if I was someone who was like the victim of, FA, this probably would be, trigger to me. Some things could be graphic, some could be moderate. It could be like passing, like they talking about FA, but they're not going into explicit details. Me still, if I seen that and I'm like, that could possibly be triggered to me, I'm not gonna read it. That's why I like when authors include content / trigger warning. Now, I rated this book 4 out of 5, and I enjoyed it very much. So, spoilers. If you don't want to hear any spoilers, check out. Now we're gonna get into the spoilers. So the first, when I first read the first 80 pages. Now, usually when I read some books you already magically gonna know it's gonna be a 5 stars, and some books you have to read a little bit more. So the first 80 pages, I didn't really, feel anything, and that's not really a bad thing. One, we get to know who Joyce is. I think like the first page after she had met the Grim Reaper, aka Aiden Kim. So we kind of went through like a past, present. We went to present where where Joyce met the Grim Reaper, and then we went to the past leading up to her events, to her getting murdered by her client Richard, who is a piece of shit. So at first, I didn't feel anything, but like I said, that's not a bad thing. We're learning who Joyce is, and then we're learning who Aiden is. We building the story. After like page 80, heading into 100, it started getting like real interesting, getting real fast. I'm like, okay, I'm messing with it. I like it. Now, there are a couple people I didn't like in this book. That is Joey, who is the Grim Reaper's best friend, aka Aiden Kim. And because I knew that this book ended on a betrayal, and it ended on a cliffhanger, and it was betrayal in it, I started looking at people as suspects. Now, Joyce is helping Aiden with his case, doing all that. So she had these files in her apartment. Her friend was over, you feel me? And then someone broke into the apartment, hit her friend, took the files. Now, fast forward. Because Joyce is, they was doing like Reaper's Court, which was just formed. And because Joyce is the only one that was familiar with Reaper's Court, the system had went down, and so everybody needed her. So what happened to Aiden wouldn't happen to them. Joey, they talking, and then Joey ended up opening with his big mouth about, something about the files went missing. Now in my head, I'm like, you a suspect. Now you prime suspect, because what you mean? Joyce was like, Aiden probably told her. And I'm like, from how much I have read, Aiden doesn't seem like that type of guy that would open his mouth about certain details to his friend. And that proved in a couple pages later. But the reason why I say it is because I'm pretty sure lawyers advise their clients not to talk about their case, because, like, let me bring back. Her client, Richard, was accused of murder. He did it. What his dumb behind didn't think was he was joking about murdering that person to a friend. Now, you gotta be stupid. Like, he went into explicit details about it. And it was on video. And you was not leaving, bro. Because you were so dumb, you told someone that. And who jokes about murdering someone? And especially in explicit details. So he was done for that. And that also reminds me of, like, if y'all watch How to Get Away with Murder, there was this guy with the glasses, and he had killed this woman, and like, fast forward later, Annalise had slapped him because he yelled at her and said, I thought you was gonna get me off. Bro, you murdered 2 women, and 2 is proof you did it. Like, it's proof you did it. Like, you gotta be dumb to think I'm gonna get you off of that. I wouldn't want to get you off of that, but you gotta be dumb knowing that there's proof that you murdered these women. Now, fast forward back. Aiden and Joyce had, just was doing their due. Joey came over. Now I'm gonna be like talking about a lot of missing details because I don't want to, tell the whole story. But he came over after he left, because Joey had took Joyce to collect some Reapers, and she ended up meeting Richard, and he was still dumb talking about, I lost my job, lost my life because of you. You murdered someone, and then you told your friend that you murdered someone, like, in a joking way. Like I said, who jokes like that? And then Aiden told Joyce, when Joyce asked why you didn't just tell him we were messing around. I forgot Joyce's new friend. I must have called her Y. Y already knows. And then Aiden was like, one, because Joey has a big mouth, and I wouldn't talk about anything about my case, which had my head going, Joyce, I need you to listen. I need you to go back to that conversation, because that would have told me right there Joey was lying. Or if I was Joyce, I would at least said, you sure? Because Joey mentioned blase. Aiden would have picked up like, what? But because I knew that, it was still like a bunch of pages left, I knew that wasn't going to get picked up. But turns out, Joyce already clocked out on that. She already clocked out on that, which I love. And I would never underestimate my girl Joyce anymore. Fast forward later, end up going to court, and she put Joey on the witness stand. she put Joy on the witness stand. Like I said, it's gonna be a lot of details missing because I don't want to really tell all the whole story, but it's gonna be some details missing. She put Joey on the witness stand, and like people with fragile egos, specifically men, they will tell on themselves. Like there's this phrase, you let a person talk long enough, they will tell on themselves. And Joey told on himself. Joey ended up being jealous of Aiden because Aiden got like a promotion year one, where Joey was here 7 years, and the only reason why he got to be in Aiden's position because Aiden was going through court. But like, I don't reread books. I don't reread books. But because I know book 2, I think on the back of the page it says, where is it? Oh, the story continues in 2023 with, and before I even read the title, at the end, it was a little cliffhanger, and guess who appeared in the book? God. God. So I can't wait for it. It's called The Missing God's Lawyer, and I am going to be subscribing to her newsletter on her website so I get know the detail. But I would recommend that you read this. Like I said, for me, people will say, oh, page 80 was a little slow. I mean, up to page 80, but you know, you're building a story, you're building 2 characters. We don't know these characters, so we build it familiar. Now, I would say my one critique about this book was, and this is why I'm going to reread it, it was like sometimes the pacing got like fast real quick. And I was like, my brain was kind of a little struggle to read, like connect. But I am going to reread this book, especially before book 2 comes. So, I believe this book is on Amazon. It might also be on Barnes & Noble. But yeah, check it out. Have a good day.